I just want to get my cock sucked, sir. That's
fair enough. Judd.
I'd still like that to happen. Well, why did I do this? You don't have that much time, really. I was 16 years old, 17 years old. I had sex for the first time. Afterwards, I said to the girl, "Was it good for you too?" And she said, "I guess it'll get better." And then I knew. I'm sure none of you have had that experience. It got quiet suddenly.
Zach, what you got?
Wow. What was the question again?
What made you do this kind of material? What flipped the switch?
This kind of material? This kind of material?
Good material.
What kind of material? Oh, like his kind of material, I guess? I don't know. I guess,
what was the first comic you read? What was the first movie you saw? What stoked the flames?
Look, I mean, I'll just come right out and say it like an idiot, but it's always kind of this sci-fi movie called Star Wars, and seemed super cool, and I said, yeah, maybe we'll make some Super 8 movies, and then that was it. And next thing I knew, I'm sitting by these guys, and that's cool.
Thank God your visuals are so strong, sir. I'm immediately following up with how many people are here for the Watchmen panel this morning? Wasn't it fucking dope? Didn't it just make you want to quit your job? It was religious, dude. It looks brilliant.
The verdict is still out on that, unfortunately, whether it's going to work. But to me, when we look, as soon as we got Nixon back in the movie, I felt pretty good about it. I know that sounds crazy, but there's a domino effect that happens when you start to put Nixon back, put the Cold War back. And then suddenly you have something that's starting to resemble Watchmen, and that for me is when it really started to happen.
He's kind of a reassuring presence.
He is. Anything with Nixon in it's pretty cool.
It's a warm hug, right? Frank, what about the Spirit? When did you feel it was going the right way?
Sorry?
With the Spirit, when did you feel that was going the right way? That it wasn't going to end up being, you know?
Well, I really felt it. That things were going right on the Spirit when I got footage of the top of a water tank and the Spirit running up it and sliding down the other side, and right at the peak he stumbles just a little bit. I went, got it! That's the Spirit.
Well, Frank, you're a Comic-Con veteran. I mean, you've been here under a few different guises over the years. You know, artist, writer, producer, and director. Which of those experiences was the worst?
Which experience was the worst?
Yeah. Is it better to be here as a director?
Well, they're all terrible. I mean, I have a miserable life. I just wake up every morning thinking I've got to do this stuff. No, it's really all of a piece, depending on what part of it you want to play. I mean, I have got to say something really weird for this convention, that I grew up as a comic book nut. Woo! I grew up reading Superboy, and my love of telling stories about heroes derives directly from that. And any way I could do that, any way I could explore the hero and bring to life is another vehicle, another way to do what my life's passion is. Very on, I realized I was incompetent at anything else. So I got to working on making comic books. And when Robert Rodriguez introduced me to making films, that turned out to be a lot of fun too. But that's my story.
Well, I like to test the movies. I feel like if the crowd isn't laughing, it's pretty clear that they're not working at all. And sometimes it's not even laughing you're tracking. Sometimes you're watching a movie and you're tracking like, how much penis can you show in a movie without clearing out an entire room of people?
Yeah, that's right.
There is an amount of penis right now where I could clear this room. And so, you know, when we did, you know, Forgetting Sarah Marshall, thank you for applauding Jason Segel's penis. There was the first screenings, like 25 people walked out as soon as they saw it, which couldn't have made him feel very good. And at the end of it, nobody walked out, so that's how I use the tests, mainly.
You stole all my cock jokes. I tend to go with the gut, but my gut is prodigious, so that's good. But my gut has lied to me many times in the past. Because my gut was like, Jersey Girl's a great idea. They'll come with you, man. I was like, they will, won't they? Let's do it, gut. I don't know, at the end of the day, I just try to, and I know I've been accused of it in reviews and by folks online. It's, people go, oh, this shit's all masturbatory. He just does it to amuse himself, and they're fucking right. I gotta please myself first, and I think if I enjoy it, some other cats will.
Well, I would just have to add, because it's hard to trust online comments. I was reading one about myself that just said how my work was just like a fart added to American culture, and it was pretty rough. And then I read who wrote it, and the name of the poster was Danny Glover's Dick Blood.
It took me a long time to come up with that name.
You're all making populist entertainment. Not that I mean that as a slight, but you're not making like subtitled flicks about Ukrainian mailmen.
Some more populist than others.
But like, can films like yours ever belong to the filmmaker, or do they belong to the people you make them for?
I think it's both. I think definitely you have to kind of own it yourself, but at the end of the day, you are giving it up for the ages, where not just your theatrical release, but it'll live forever on some form of home video. So, yeah, it's for both, for me at least. I'm sure I speak for everybody. Let's roll that Watchmen clip, shall we? Don't you understand, like, that Watchmen movie is so fucking important. That movie can come out, they could stop doing this shit forever. The only reason there's ever been a San Diego Con is so that one day someone would make the Watchmen movie. I'm ready to, I see that movie, I'm ready to fucking die. That's it.